welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. Now today's video is a vocabulary-based video, and it is all about the letter E. So for all those people who like to study and have their notes in alphabetical order, this is for you. If you've seen the previous videos from A to D, you can check that out. There's a list, and so we have all that to prepare for our GCSE exam. Okay, GCSE Spanish, this is for you in a very organized fashion. So today we're going to be looking at verbs, adjectives, nouns, and some expressions. E-words, vamos. E-words. La letra E. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to begin. If you hear a lot of noise, it's because there's a student there coloring something in, and so it can be a bit noisy, and in that classroom over there, there's also a lot of noise, so I apologize. Okay, so let's start off with our verbs. So which verbs do you absolutely need to know at secondary school in Spanish as a must? This is just basic. Okay, let's look at this section here. The first verb or expression that we have is echar de menos, which we've seen time and time again, which means to miss. So to miss someone, when someone's not there, you miss them. Te echo mucho de menos cuando no estás en casa. Okay, I miss you a lot. I really miss you when you're not at home. To miss someone because they're not there. So that's your first one, and you will employ it in your family topic. You can employ it wherever when you're talking about friendships. Echar de menos. Make sure you drop this one down. To miss. Okay? Right, the next one, which is a key word, is esperar. Okay, esperar means two things. To expect or to wait. Okay, you'll see it mostly as wait. Te espero después del cole. Okay, I'll wait for you after school. Esperar. Okay, to wait. Okay. Number 3, elegir, to choose. You'll often see that. You'll often see this word when you're reading a book and you have to choose from various options. Elegir, to choose. Okay, there we go. Moving on, number 4, enamorarse, to fall in love. I bet you knew that one. Enamorarse, to fall in love. To fall. I never like this word because it says fall, and fall to me is always sounds quite negative. To fall in love. Why can't it be to climb up in love or something more positive? So enamorarse, reflexive, to fall in love. Me enamoro muy fácilmente. I fall in love very easily. There you go. That's just an example. Okay, right. I love number 5, which is experimentar. Experimentar, you will look at it and you'll say, oh, to experiment. Great. But we'll often see this as experience. Okay? Experimentar algo. You live it. It's an experience. No he experimentado eso. Okay? I haven't experienced that. That has not been my experience. So experimentar is to experience, to have an experience, to experience something, to live it. Okay? Next keyword, which is obviously everything to do with what we're doing, enseñar, which is to teach. Okay? They teach you, te enseña, y tú aprendes. They teach you when you learn. Okay? Enseñar, to teach. Okay, right. Next one. Closely linked, estudiar. What does that mean? Estudiar? That's right. To study. To study. Hay que estudiar todos los días. Okay? You must study every day. You have to study every day. Estudiar. Next one, eliminar. That's quite easy. I don't even have to tell you that one. Okay? To get rid of, to eliminate. Okay? It's saying cousin. To get rid of. Oh yes, or to get rid of. To get rid of. Or to eliminate. Okay? Right. Entrenar. Entrenar is to train. Okay? Entrenar. Voy a entrenar todos los días y así me voy a hacer futbolista profesional. Okay? So I'm going to train every day, and that way I'm going to become a professional football player. There you go. That's a good example. And your last verb is one that everyone knows. I don't even have to put the writing on for that one, which is escribir. Escribir. That's right. That's to write. So this is to train, and this is to write. Okay? So I'm sure you know that one. This is just practice for you. For your E-words. Go through these, and the ones that you did not know previously, make sure you've got that down, you've got those down, and get someone to test you. I'm sure you can find a friend who is willing to do that. Okay? So that's it. Echar de menos, experimentar, estudiar, escribir, your key E-verbs at GCSE level. Okay? Let's move on to the adjectives over here. First adjective I have for you is encantador. Es una persona encantadora. So remember, you put A on the end if you're talking about a female. Encantador or encantadora, charming. We love that. Charming. He's such a charming man. Es un hombre encantador. Okay, right. Next one we would have seen. We've seen the verb over here. We saw the verb here, enamorarse. Enamorado as an adjective is in love. He's so in love. Está tan enamorado. He's so in love. Okay, good feeling to be in love. Okay, describes you in love. He's in love. Leave him alone. He's in love. Okay. He's happy, he's in love, enamorado, or enamorada. Don't forget your endings. Right, next one, egoísta. Egoísta. No seas tan egoísta. Ayúdalo. Okay? Egoísta is selfish. Don't be so selfish. Help him. Egoísta. Selfish. Okay? Selfish. There you go. Did you know that one? Did you? What is the opposite of egoísta? Si no eres egoísta, eres, ¿cuál es lo contrario? ¿Okay? ¿Cómo lo dirías? Okay? The opposite. Selfless. In English is selfless. ¿Cómo dirías selfless en español? Ponlo ahí abajo si lo sabéis. Okay, right. Next one. Equilibrado. Balanced. Okay, a balanced person. You might be quite balanced, or maybe it's to describe your life. It's balanced. Yeah. So there you go. Next one. I love this adjective. Espectacular. ¿Has visto la película nueva de Angelina Jolie? Vamos, espectacular. Okay, have you seen the new film? Angelina Jolie's new film. It's spectacular. I'm not even going to put that here because it's the same word. Just take off the E. Spectacular. Espectacular. Use that. Right, next one, which is, again, essential, extranjero. Extranjero, foreign. Okay? Or extraño is strange. So these two adjectives you need to know. Extraño is strange. Extranjero is foreign. Okay? Right. Next one we have is, and we see this time and time again in all our exam papers, exitoso, most of our exam papers, exitoso, which means successful. Okay, successful. You have a lot of success. Es un actor muy exitoso. He's a very successful actor. Okay, right. Educado is one of those false friends. We see educado and we think of education. But it doesn't mean education. It means polite. Es una persona muy educada. Educado o educado is polite. 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 Ah. Qué educado es. He's so polite. Okay. Next, number 9, we have engreído. Engreído is one of those negative words. And it means someone who's a bit arrogant. Okay. Oh, no lo aguanto. Es un engreído. Okay. I can't stand him. He's so big-headed. He's so arrogant. So smug. Okay. That's a nice adjective for you. Negative, but it's good to know it. Engreído. Okay? Arrogant. And your last one on the list of adjectives is envidioso. Envidioso? Can you guess it? If you take this off, what do you have? Envy. That's right. So it is jealous. What a jealous friend you are. Es una amiga muy envidiosa. Okay, it's very envious friend. Okay, envious, jealous. So there you go. Right. So that is it for our adjectives. And now we're going to go over and look at our nouns. Okay. The first noun, so we're here, you can't see it, it says sustantivo. Sustantivos is just noun for us, our English word, nouns. So the first one you have is enero. Why did I put enero? Well, this was quite deliberate. I put enero, okay? I put enero because you absolutely need to know the months of the year. And since enero is the first month of the year, I've put it as a gentle reminder that you need to practice the months of the year if you don't already know them. So the first one is enero. Do you know the months of the year? So January. January. Enero, febrero, marzo. Can you continue? I'm sure you can. Okay, number 2, Europa, which is, you've got it, Europe. Again, this is a gentle nudge for you to make sure you know all the other continents. Do you know them? Make a note in your book and jot down all the other continents. Okay? It's Europe. Just change that to an E and you're done. Next is one we struggle with because we find this quite hard to pronounce. Estados Unidos. Estados Unidos. Los Estados Unidos. So the United States. Los Estados Unidos. So you will see this a lot like this. 2 E's and a U. So we know that that means United States. USA. Okay? We need to know that, we need to practice because we struggle with it. And we struggle especially with the noun. When we have to say an American person, we're like, Estado Unidense. Like we find it hard to say it. American, estadounidense. But we find it hard to say sometimes. Okay, next. There's a lot of noise there in that classroom, I'm sorry. Next one is experiencia laboral, which is work experience. Work experience. Work. Cerramos esa puerta, por favor. Un momento. Can you close this door? This one? Okay. Can you close this door? Esta puerta. Okay, gracias. Otherwise. Okay, work experience. They're so noisy. Good God. Right, next one we have on the list is espinacas. Why have I put espinacas, you might ask? What's espinacas? Yes, what is it? It's a vegetable. Espinacas is spinach. Okay, so it's a vegetable. If you don't know all your vegetables, it's a good time to revise them, just to catch up a little bit. Next, entrenamiento, training. Voy a entrenamiento esta mañana. Okay, so this morning I'm going training. Okay, training. Next, one we will see a lot. I'm trying to hurry up because I have a class coming in just a bit. Excursión del colegio o del instituto, which is a school trip. Okay, excursión, trip, school trip. Okay, next, number 8, we have equipo, which is either equipment or team. Este es mi equipo. This is my team. Okay? Okay, next, we will see lots of readings, and you need to know this. Edificio, which is a building. Hay muchos edificios nuevos en mi ciudad. Okay, so there are lots of new buildings in my town. And the last one is entrevista, which is an interview. Okay, interview, entrevista. Okay, right. Now that we've done that, as usual, I have a few expressions, very useful expressions, so I would like for you to jot these down. Now the first one I have for you is entrar, which is to enter, entrar en razón. What does that mean? Well, it means to listen to reason. It's when someone come to their senses. Oh, hablamos con él, pero no entró en razón. Okay, so we spoke to him, but he wouldn't come to his senses. Okay, entrar en razón. I love this expression, and as I said, it's very useful for you to learn expressions that are just very typically Spanish, and you will hear them a lot, especially when you're watching movies or you're listening to people communicate with each other in Spanish-speaking countries. I feel like I'm rushing through this class, and I do a lot because there's a lot of background noise. I apologize. Somebody's phone went off. They should not have their phone in class, but there you go. Next, enviar o mandar. These two verbs mean the same thing. Enviar a paseo or mandar a paseo means to tell someone to shove off or to get lost. Okay? Le mandó a paseo. He told him to get lost. Enviar a paseo. Right. And obviously, mandar is a synonym of enviar, but because we're doing E words, I thought I'd put enviar instead of mandar. But I think mandar is perhaps more commonly used. Right, and the last one, estar. I didn't put that on your verb list. Estar, to be. Estar mal del coco, word for word, is to be sick of the head. Estar mal del coco. Coco is a coconut, to be bad of the coconut. So, and it just means that you're a bit mad, you're a little bit, you don't have, there's something missing up there, to have the screw loose, okay? And you will hear this a lot. So I thought it would be helpful to have that on the list. Now I am sorry that I've rushed through, but I have to make the most of all I have to make the most of time, and so I'd rather do this quickly than not do it at all. And so with that, I am going to leave you until next time. Adios. Bye.